welcome to Big Tiny Dreams. I know I got the camera kind of low because I'm going to be sitting down, but I told you I'd wear my other shirt. This is the other sweat outfit. This one's a little smaller. It's a large, but I wanted to show y'all. This is the other shirt my daughter bought me on clearance. I think they were like $1.50 each. Yeah, my microphone's upside down because the clip doesn't turn, and that's just how it is. But anyway, I thought I'd show y'all my Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, all that kind of stuff shirt. And it had matching pants just like the Rugrats thing did. That the pants leg shrunk just like these. So I don't know where the pants legs are, but I'm going to make shorts out of that too. Because, yeah. So anyway, this is part 2 of my card game collection. Because I have another box just like the other one. And I know it does seem like a bit much. And yeah, it is kind of a bit. It's the one thing not the one thing, but one of the many things I like. This is a cranium card game called Ziggity. Here's the instructions. And I'm not even sure I remember how to play this. I'm sure we've played it before. But Cranium, I don't even notice there being Cranium games out there anymore. But Cranium had some fun games. So we had been collecting them at one time, and now I don't even hear about them anymore. But then again, I don't watch, we don't have cable TV and all. We stream YouTube or Tubi or some of the other streaming services. But yeah, the thing about the cards is they're plastic and see-through, so they're kind of waterproof. I mean, you can't see the actual thing because see, they're covered up from the other side. But yeah, there's that. I'm going to try not to make this video as long. I realized I made the other video very long. I'll have to edit it short. Pitch 6. See, this has a thrift store price on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Paid 25 cents or $2.59. I think I paid 25 cents. Stake your claim and take the lead, but watch your back. They're out to get you. Sounds like my life. Not really. Hopefully I don't have anyone out to get me. Okay, pitch 6. It looks like regular cards, but I don't even know if there's directions with this. It's a Parker Brothers game. And it's like brand new, but it was at a thrift store. It says it's for adults. Number of players 3 to 6. Time to learn 10 minutes. Time to play 30 minutes. Okay. But anyway, I might have to look up the directions to that because I don't see the directions in there. So there's that. And then Stuff the Stocking holiday card game fun. So look out for the lump of coal. Look for pairs of toys and goodies. Stuff the stockings. So, you just don't want to get the lump of coal. And it has the directions right there. And these are the cards, the front, and then the back. So, yeah, those are fun, something fun to do with the kids. And there's the coal that you don't want to get. So there's that. Let me see. Hopefully my camera's not too crooked. Like Word Rummy. This is Albertsons on it. There used to be an Albertsons here, but when Walmart came to town, now it's a storage facility. Word Rummy, the card game where it's legal to steal. So there's that. Catico is the maker of this game. We hadn't even played this yet. Look at that. It's still in the plastic. So I'll have to play that. If y'all have played it, tell me in the comments, how you liked the game. And here's the directions. As I said, I would collect stuff here and there, but we didn't always, get around to playing them. Excuse me, my nose is itching. My allergies are bad right now. I don't know if I got this I think I got this out of a thrift store. I just thought this was funny. Over the Hill jumbo playing cards. You're over the hill when you start looking forward to dull evenings at home. Well, I guess I'm over the hill because I'm kind of a homebody. I like having fun at home. And here's what I guess the cards are going to be looking like. You kind of need, oh, wow, these are jumbo. Look at that. And I guess they're like regular cards, but have funny comics on the back. Like, you start dressing for comfort. Your color coordination takes a backseat to expediency. So, yeah, it makes me think of, The Far Side or something. You still feed your youthful ardor, but only once in a while. I don't understand. That's supposed to be funny, I guess. I don't know. So there's, little comics and stuff. And who doesn't like playing cards with giant cards? Fun stuff, right? Okay. So there's that. What else have we got here? Oh, Monopoly Deal. These were, I think this was when Albertsons was going out of business. Monopoly Deal card game. The boxes, I'm going to have to probably get a, what do you call it, a Ziploc bag for these too. Here's the directions, what the game looks like, and all that. And here's the cards. So I guess it's like playing Monopoly, but in cards or similar, something like that. Something fun. After seeing a lot of these, I'm like, oh, I want to try that one. I'll have to try and get one of my kids to play with me. Of course, it's more fun when you have more than one person. But yeah, let me see if I can get that back in. I'm going to have to somehow tape this box back together or something. So there's that. I'll put that over there. Oh my gosh, my shoulder. Hate your mate. Wow. And that must have been at a yard sale or something. See the $1 sticker. I'm thinking the exciting new game of Kiss and Tell. I guess you play it with your spouse. Fun for couples of all ages. A quiz game that asks 250 questions about you, your mate, and your relationship. So maybe it's kind of like I don't know. It says, if your mate were a bird, would he or she be A, beautiful swan, B, wise owl, C, playful penguin, or D, proud peacock? And she says, proud peacock. He says, wise owl. It's like, what is your favorite song as a couple? And they're both singing How Sweet It Is, which I think that's a James Taylor song. So, yeah, I think I got this because I thought it was funny. I don't think I've actually played it. And there's the rules. And here's the cards. They look like this and that. So, like, what size shoe does your mate wear? What TV show will your mate stay home to watch? And what town, city was your mate born? So I guess it's to show how much you really know each other, which reminds me of a game show back in I think it was around the early 1970s. It might have started in the late 1960s. I don't know. I was born in 1968, but there was a game show called The Newlywed Game where they would send, y'all probably heard or seen this, but they would send one of the spouses back and have just one out, like all the men or all the women, and they'd ask questions about their spouse and they'd have to be able to get them right. So they'd have them on these poster boards, and then when they bring their spouse back out, they'd ask the same question and then ask the spouse, sorry, I thought I saw someone driving up, ask the spouse that was sent back what their, whatever, what was your shoe size or whatever. And she might say, well, I wear size 8. And then he pulls out his poster board and shows the answer, and it might be 10. And she might grab the poster board and hit him with it. Why would you think I wear size 10? You know I wear size 8. That's what I remember from Newlywed Game. Of course, some of the questions were a little more spicy, is how I'd put it. Okay, I got this at the thrift store in Mississippi. I loved the game. My oldest brother years ago, when Trivial Pursuit first came out, got me into playing that. And then I found you could get little extra decks to go with the game. And this one Hollywood flicks. And I got it for 25 cents, and I thought that would be cool to go with my game. So let's see. Here's what the cards look like. You just use, I guess you could use these instead of what comes with the game because it has the same colors for, might be what struck. I don't know what PP stands for. I guess it tells you on the inside. But like what struck to start and end the hitcher? Or what 1982 movie centers on the actors in a soap opera called Southwest General? And you flip it over and there's your answers. Tootsie. Okay. So, that could be fun playing Trivial Pursuit. And I play my games weird, just like I do Scrabble. I was telling y'all the other day how me and my sister like to play with dictionaries. Well, with Trivial Pursuit, is my mic still working? Yeah. Okay. With Trivial Pursuit, we would just make up answers if we didn't know the answer. And that was what made it fun because we die laughing over some silly answer. This is just regular playing cards. Got for my kids, like a collectible one. So it's 101 Dalmatians. And as you see, that's what the cards look like on the inside. So it's, when you want to play cards and you just want to play with some different ones. So like there's the Jack and the King, and then there's the front. Now the other numbers don't have anything special on them. And then the other deck of cards, I guess there might be some games you need 2 decks of cards with, or you just play with, whichever deck you're in the mood to play with. I don't know. Like this one here has different ones. That's the front of those. And here's whatever you call those, Queen, King has a little puppy on them, the Dalmatian, and then the other cards are just like regular cards. So that was one of the collectible things that I would do things like that for my kids. I know, one might be into Scooby-Doo or whatever, and that would be the cards that they get. And then this, I'm not sure where I got these. It might have been at the bookstore or something. 52 Amazing Science Experiments. Create a rainbow, grow crystals, make an egg bounce, which reminds me, when I was in the 8th grade, my science teacher, her name was Miss Owens, I believe. And from what I remember, I think she was one of the, came in like second place. Oh, wow. You hear that? These need to be played with, don't they? Oh my gosh. So yeah, there might be bubble dance and it gives you the little experiment to do. This one is silly celery and it tells you what you need to do that. So, something fun to do with your kids. That's a learning activity. But anyway, I know I ramble. The point was my 8th grade science teacher, I think it came in second place when they were back in the 80s when they were trying to pick a school teacher to go on the space shuttle for the first time. And that was the space shuttle that exploded. And she was in second place. So she didn't end up going, but the other teacher did. And if she had gone, it would have been my teacher that would have been killed. So, yeah, that's some weird knowledge to know right now. But anyway, these are just regular playing cards, Royal Caribbean Cruise. My grandmother would go on cruises with her husband. She outlived 3 husbands. And so, yeah, she gave me those. And so, yeah, nothing special. Just, they were my grandmother's and she gave them to me. So, yeah. Then, these are from Sonic. How many of y'all still eat at Sonic? We have one not far from here. Excuse me, I keep checking my mic, make sure it's not dying. I don't want to have to do a what do you call it, a talk over. I don't know. That's what they call it. But anyway, these came with, they kind of did little meals like McDonald's would do. McDonald's had Happy Meals. I don't know what Sonics were called. If y'all remember, put it in the comments. What do you think the Sonic meal for kids was called? Anyway, this was the Wacky Story cards that came with like one of the meals. So, how to play with Wacky Story cards. Create your own story using the Wacky Story cards. So like there's Kite, them, Grandma, wants to be goldfish, painted egg, hot dog. So, you could make up silly stories with the kids, and makes me think of Mad Libs, which I have a lot of those collectible Mad Libs things because, me and the kids still loved playing those. That we still like playing those today. We'll come up with some crazy answers. Just going to say that. I had gotten these for my husband when he was my husband for Christmas one year, one of his Christmas presents. Lord of the Rings collectible. See, it's taped down still. I don't even think he did anything with those either, apparently. They're still taped up. But he was a big Lord of the Rings fan. And so, I don't even know that they've been opened. And I saw these because I had gotten him the extended edition DVDs or whatever at one time. But yeah, there's the case for it. I don't even know if these have been open. Yeah, I guess they have. Let me see what they look like. They still feel brand new. Oh, aren't those cool? See, there's the faces of them. And this is what the back looks like. So yeah, when he left, moved out, I was giving him his things back to take, but I didn't even think to look in my card box here. Now this one hasn't even been opened, and that shows some of the pictures that it has. But yeah, I didn't know I had these. I thought he had them. Now his stuff is in storage, and my kids need to go through and see what they want of their dads. His best friend has been keeping it all in storage. Excuse me. These are just like some educational games I'd get the kids. The Scrambled States, the fast matching geography card game. So I would try and get them games that would be fun but educational at the same time. They learn geography and hand-eye coordination. Then there's, of course, Sorry, which is like the board game, but in card game form. Let me see what these look like. They're kind of difficult to open. You can just imagine, looks like a Sorry. This one, Lie Detector, the crime-solving card game. And yeah, I collected I just ripped the box. Oh, goodness. The rules are all in here. There's not I don't guess we even played this yet. Gosh. Well, I guess part of their education was solving crimes. So I guess we'll have to go back and play that. So they'll be better at that. But there's Good Cop, Bad Cop, Lie Detector. I guess these are the different criminals. Yeah, that's something educational you want your kids to learn, especially nowadays. Let's see. You'll have to forgive my sense of humor. It's not intended to be offensive. I'm just weird like that. More wacky story cards from, you guessed it, Sonic. So I don't know if these are wackier than the first wacky ones. Smelly and Alien. So you might say a smelly spaceship, mountain frog. I don't know. Wobbled. Wobbled and the smelly. I don't know. You get the gist of it. I guess you pick cards and come up with silly sentences or stories. I guess silly sentences to make silly stories. Come on, card. Get back in there. So there's that. Man, my shoulder is hurting. By the way, health update. I saw the, almost said Surgeon General. The orthopedic surgeon, and they're going to send me to physical therapy and get assessed through them. But he said, like, worst come to worst, they now have an injection they can give to break up the calcification that's causing my pain. So I like the idea of that better than having to have surgery. So we'll see. I'm like, will I get to lift weights again? Which I'm hoping I'll be able to do. and do my job like I used to. The other part of it. These are some old cards that my husband's grandmother gave the kids. And I don't even know if you can find these anymore. They look like regular playing cards, except this one, from what I understood, was called Authors. And it'll have like, I don't know what this is meant. The Deep Slayer, James Fenimore Cooper, The Last of the Mohicans, The Spy, The Pathfinder. So it has things like that on the cards. A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens, The Pickwick Papers, David Copperfield, and Oliver Twist. I guess it has all the books that they wrote, but I don't know what the game is, you know. I'm not sure what you do. I think I tried looking it up at one time. If anybody has played, I think it's called Authors. If anyone has played that card game before or has this and knows anything about it, you could tell me about it in the comments below. I would appreciate that. And then I'm not sure what this says. If this is like, what would you call it? I almost said Mother Goose, not Mother Goose. What's the game? I can't remember what the game, like a matching something or other, like Go Fish or whatever. I don't know. But it looks like regular card game. And look at the front. These old pictures. Turned Turtle. And there's a T and a 1. Silly Goose, a G and a 3. I don't know anything about this card game. Sassy Squirrel, an S and a 3. Is this like a, Go Fish or something matching type of game? What is that other game? I can't, where you find, oh gosh, if you get the old lady on the card or something, you lose. Is that a game or am I just losing my mind? I can't remember what it's called. And there's Funny Bunny, B1, Slick Chick. Wow, these look very old. So this one's kind of taped and torn, but I would love to find these again. And, it's like Sly Fox, Wise Owl. I mean, they're just really cute, but I don't know what the game is. Pretty Kitty, see, Pretty Kitty, and Gay Dog. I'm not saying anymore. That's what it says. Anyway, his grandmother, I guess they were visiting or something, and she was visiting, I don't know, and pulled them out she played whatever the game was with my kids, and I don't know what games they are. So I still have them. Oh, and we got these a year or two ago, several years ago maybe. They were in a box at Costco with all these different like Uno type games. And yeah, from the makers of Uno. And this one's called Snappy Dressers. And one very unique deck. Every card matches exactly in one way. So let me see if I could show those. So I don't know what these cards right there are for, but here's the Snappy Dressers. And you find, I guess, the way in which they match in one way. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Let me know if y'all played any of these. I'd like to know your take on it, what you think. There's that one. This came in that box too, Dos, which is like Uno, but Dos. So, I won't open all of them. And then this one's Bold, the card matching game that will test your nerve. And these are all from the makers of Uno. See? And, geez, how many of these do I have? Scrabble. This was from Albertsons, too. Scrabble Slam card game, the fast-paced word game where anything could happen. So it gives you an idea. So, there's that. Oh, and Mad Libs card game. There's a sticker on this still. As I said, we love Mad Libs. We would play these with the kids, or at least I would. So lovable, like they'll have adjectives. Oh, here's one falling out of here. So each round has different sentence length criteria for winning. The numbers below indicate the number of words that must be in each sentence in your hand in each of the rounds 1 through 6. So that's like a scorecard thing. Let me see if I can see what they look like, the other ones. So cell phones, these are nouns, cell phones, and maybe you come up with your own because that one's blank, but there's cell phones, choir boys, and I guess you just, mix nouns and adjectives and verbs and things like that to make funny sentences, and there's that. Then there is Five Alive. Now, this is from Mattel. This, I think, came from the thrift store years ago. Probably got them for $0.25 or something. It's 21 with a twist. Play the cards in your hand to a running total of 21, but don't go over. The twist is in the wild cards. Play them to save your life or zap your opponent's life. Luck and strategy keep you alive. 5 chances to win means it's anyone's game. So yeah, there's that. Five Alive. Flinch, a family tradition. Let's see, from the special Flinch deck, you can actually play 5 different games. Flinch, Muggins, Authors. Okay, well that other game, my old game was called Authors, I thought. Because that's what I remember his grandmother saying, but I don't know now. Because these don't have authors on them. This is what they look like. So, okay. Authors, Patience, and Go to the Store. I like playing that game a lot. Go to the store, especially when I have money. That game's more fun to play. Just saying. We're going to play Go to the Store. You got any money? I win. Okay. Who, what, where. This was an educational game I got the kids. A card game of storytelling and imagination for 2 to 6 players. So this is challenge your mind as your story builds with every new card. Visit the town of imagination. So where, they have like the movies. What, telephone, and who, Vinny, as you could see on the back there. So it was a way for them to, play something educational. And then there's Garfield Go Fish. You can see how much I paid for that, 50 cents. Because who doesn't like Garfield? And who doesn't like Go Fish? Okay, well, some of y'all don't, I guess. And they're nice and big. Isn't that cute? Arlene, I don't know their names. Garfield and Friends. Pookie. I remember Pookie. And then here's the directions of the Go Fish. See? Go Fish. So that's cute. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish card game. Let me see what those look like. I don't even remember what. Oh, these are big too. 4 fish, black fish. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like Go Fish. I can't remember, but hey, who doesn't love Dr. Seuss? Okay, there's some people that don't, I guess, but I remember collecting the Dr. Seuss books for my kids. I just love the sing-songy rhythm of them, and some of them could be silly. I remember when I was little, there was this book in elementary school I loved to check out at the school library. It was called the, Big Nonsense book or whatever, and it just had silly poems and stuff like that. And that's what I liked doing when I was younger. I remember being in 6th grade, and this is probably another story I've already told. I would write just silly poems, and my teacher would read them to the class so everybody could laugh. This is Trivial Pursuit still. So there. I'm not sure about that one, but earn your wedges by answering questions. So I guess it's like, I don't know if it's like the game. Your opponent could steal your wedges at any time, and if you know the answer but your opponent is stumped, buzz in and grab the wedge for yourself. So it has cards with the wedges on it instead of the little plastic things. Baja, you can tell I paid 50 cents for that. And the object of the game is to get the lowest score. Hey, I might be good at that one. Phase 10. I believe I've played this before. and it was fun. It's a rummy type card game with a challenging and exciting twist. And this could be from the makers of Uno as well. Then there's this game called Split, playing with half a deck. It's what Split is all about. Okay, not half a deck where each card's cut in half. Okay, so see, could be fun, I guess. A thrilling yet simple card game of smarts, chance, and who the heck knows. Sounds like my kind of game, because that should be my motto when people ask me something. Who the heck knows? I don't know. Okay, canasta. I remember playing canasta as a kid. There was this guy in our church, boy, whatever, we were young. I think his name was Craig. Craig? Am I giving it away? Craig Hensley. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know where he is or lives, but I remember going to their place when I was little and him teaching me how to play canasta, but it was with regular cards. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, that would be fun. The cards look different. Oh, this is Canasta Caliente. South America, here we come. Play little cards, have a lot of fun. So it says, be bold, feel the heat. So, excuse me, it's from Hasbro. So it's similar, I guess. I guess it's like canasta. It has the rules here. And here's the cards, look kind of like regular cards, just different pictures on them. I'm going to tell you, though, the family favorite that is not in here. I say family favorite, that goes all the way back to my grandmother. I'll tell you all that in a minute. Boy, my video is going on way too long. Peanut Gallery. This is object of the game. Be the first player to earn 25 points. Let's see. Playing the game. The scorekeeper begins the game by turning up the card and draw on the draw pile and placing it face up. Let's say the card turned up says fun factor. Barbie, Legos, Etch-a-Sketch, Play-Doh. So, I don't know. Stimulating dinner guests. So, I guess you vote on which one, I guess. So you pick one and whoever, I don't know. George Bush, Angelina Jolie, Robin Williams, Bill Gates. So, yeah, I think I got this at Tuesday morning years ago. It says fast-moving, fast-talking, really nutty card game. Which do you think is more fun, playing poker, country line dancing, bowling, or disco dancing? If you can convince others to agree with you, then you can win the peanut gallery game. So I guess that's how you win the peanuts. And whoever gets the most peanuts wins a game or something. So like best card game for a rainy day. So I guess you come up with, your choices are hearts, go fish, solitaire, and poker. Then you have to convince everyone to agree with you. So that's all that I have in this little box. And that is more than enough, I'm sure. That's a lot of games there. Yeah, I know. Y'all probably like, y'all, you are a hoarder. You got too much. But we did have fun. I will say that. We had a lot of fun. Me, my kids, and my family. Oh, what I was going to say, when I was younger, the game to play, my grandmother passed it on through the family. And I've told everybody, you got to play this game to be part of the family. I mean, not really, but, it's something that I don't have in this box, but I have collected. And as a matter of fact, believe it or not, we played that one more to where I think I need to get a new set. I had like a deluxe set. Oh, I didn't tell you what it was. It's called Rook. Has anybody out there played Rook? Me and my cousins have. And boy, my grandmother was really into it. So like whenever I'd have one of my friends spend the night, because we lived next to my grandmother. And so she would want to play Rook. And we would play 2 against 2. So like, say we're at the card table. It'd be me and, oops, I tapped my mic. Me and my friend across from each other, maybe my grandmother, my mom, sit across. Because you're supposed to sit across from your partner, as they called it. So in the game, now let me figure this out. In the game, my grandmother, oh my goodness, she was really into that game, and she would accuse me and my friend of cheating. She'd be like, I saw that. I'm going to be like, what? I saw you're making hand signals. That wasn't a hand signal, Grandma. Or, I saw that you twitched your eye. She was always thinking we were cheating because, I mean, that was her game to play. And it is fun to play. It is fun to play. So, and it's been a long time since I've played that. And I don't know that I'll keep all of these, but yeah, it's fun. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. And I do have one more box of card games, believe it or not. Card, dice, whatever. And I will show that to y'all in another video. But thanks you guys for watching. You guys be blessed. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I guess you could give it a thumbs down. And leave a comment. Maybe share if there's someone like, hey, you ought to see all these games this old lady has. You could share it. Anyway, thanks you guys. You guys be blessed. Bye.